Hey guys, I'm sorry I've been missing in action for about 3 weeks. Was on vacation and then I got sick, so my voice may sound a little off, but still recovering from a cold. But we're going to start with the Acanthoscuria brocklehursti, and this one should be famished. Gave you a big cricket there. You like that, huh? That good? Yeah. Getting really big. Yeah. Alright, well, you enjoy that. On to the next one. Here's another tea that should be famished after a molt. This is the Chromatopalma cyano pubescens. Let's see if this one would like a superworm. Yep. Gotta fatten this one up after a molt. Look at that. What a beauty. If I had to give up most of my teas, this is definitely one I would keep. This is my most prized. Unfortunately, this one appears to be a male. I examined the molt and I didn't see that flap, so I was really hoping this one would be a female, but it doesn't appear to be. But those are the breaks. Alright. Enjoy your treat. And here's my Phonopalma simani. This one should be quite hungry as well since it molted. But now it's been long enough to where it can eat. It's going to be a pretty good sized cricket for this tea. But I'm sure it'll take it down just fine. If I can open up the lid, we'll be in business here. Yeah, as I predicted, quite hungry. You enjoy that. That'll fatten up that abdomen. Yep, took it down with no problem. Alright, on to the next one. And here's my larger Brachypalma smithii. See if this one would like a cricket. Yeah, I should say so. Always takes it down in such a cute little way. This is another one in my collection that I would most certainly keep if I had to give up most of my teas. Definitely have to keep a brachy. Alright, sweetie. Enjoy. Here's a rare sighting of my Psalmopoeus armenia. I knew you'd be hungry. Look at that. We don't get to see that beauty very often, do we? This one likes to stay hidden most of the time. And it's a shame too, because this one is probably, in my opinion, the most beautiful black tarantula out there. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Look at that beauty. It's one of the most beautiful tarantulas out there for sure. And you hate it that they hide so much. You want them to show off their beauty. Isn't she a gorgeous girl? Yeah, well, you enjoy your treat. Now you've been looking forward to it. Alright, on to the next one. And here's my Phormictopus concertes. Took that down with no problem, as usual. This one definitely has one of the best appetites in my collection. I'm sure it'll have the best attitude too. The meanest attitude. If not my H-Mac. Or my C. brachycephalus. Alright. Do a little web dance for us. Alright, on to the next one. Here's my Brachypalma vagans. You want that? Well, of course you do. Look at that beautiful girl. And look at that beautiful girl go. Goodbye. It's funny when they do that. They take their food and they run. Alright, next. Here's the rear end of my Lasiodora parahabana. Not interested. Which is a shocker. Well, could be in pre-molt. The abdomen did look a little on the dark side. So, just took the cricket out. Let's have a look here. A little bit. But look at that beauty. That beauty's going to be huge. Yeah, I do expect a molt next from this one. Alright, we'll move on to the next tea. Let's see if the Acanthoscuria geniculata would like this cricket instead. Interested. You better get your dinner. Crawled under the leaf. Oh. Well, you missed your dinner. You're not due for a molt. So I'm just going to leave that one in there. And I'm sure that you'll get it later. This will be one of my larger teas after they're all grown. This one's made of some pretty impressive caverns, tunnels, underneath the substrate. But don't you want your dinner, huh? Oh, we'll leave it in there. It'll get it later. Alright. And here's my Pamphobeteus anthinus. Should be very hungry. Well, kind of took that calmly. Is that good? Yeah. Well, you enjoy that. Here's the layer of my Trinochilus muranus. Let's see if this one would like a worm. Sometimes we get lucky and see her, and other times not so much. Oh. There we go. Well, at least we got to see a little of her. Good girl. Alright, next. And there's my mean girl right there. Ceratogyrus brachycephalus. Let's see if she would like a superworm. Saw a little movement. Come on, get it. She's usually quite slow taking her food. Either she does not take it on camera or she takes it slowly. We never really see any awesome attacks from her. I'm surprised she didn't give me a threat posture when I put the worm in there. She can be quite defensive. Alright, well, she'll get it later. Don't want to waste too much time. Alright. And there is my shy Thrixopama ockerty. Let's see what we have here. That may actually be too big, so I'm going to fish her out a smaller cricket. That wasn't too big. Yeah, I knew you'd want that. Yeah. Isn't she gorgeous? Look at that. Well, alright. Enjoy. Here's the lair of my Heteroscadra maculata in hiding. Unfortunately, we can't see he or she, but I'm going to put a very good sized cricket in there. And I'm pretty sure he or she will take it at their leisure. Well, there's the cricket. The tea is buried in there somewhere. Oh, there it is. There's the tea. You can barely see the legs right there. That little bitty thing gave me a threat posture a few weeks back. You're gonna be my little monster, aren't you? Alright, well, you'll get it when you feel like it. Alright. Here's my Nandu Colorado Velocis in hiding. See if I can draw her out here. There she is. Got your dinner there. Doesn't appear to be interested. Excuse me a moment. This one is in a very adventurous spirit tonight. Oh yeah, it was fun catching it. Luckily I didn't get bitten. This one just wanted to get out and explore, but no feeding, unfortunately. Alright. So where did my Brachypalma abipulosum go? Yep, went into its cave. It had the cave blocked by webbing for the longest time, but then finally went in there and has been in there for a little while. So I think this one is in pre-molt. So we're going to leave this one alone and let her do her thing. Alright. Here's my Poecilotheria striata. Can't see it very well. And I'm always real nervous when I have the lid off of this one, because this one is nuts. So I'm going to throw in some crickets because I know this one's hungry. Let's see. Did you get it? Sorry guys. These things are fast as lightning. Well, not in the mood to feed on camera. I don't, pokies don't like light, so sorry, it's a little blurry too. Alright, well, enjoy hunting your crickets in peace. From what we could see, He's a beauty. Alright, next. Here's my Paraphysa parvula. Very cool mirror patch on the abdomen, isn't it? And here we go with another adventurous spirit. Alright, well, we'll check on this one later. Doesn't seem interested. Alright. As you can see, the pokey got its meal. It just didn't like the light earlier. Alright. Excuse me. Look at this beauty. This is my Acanthoscurria chicoina, and this one molted about 3 days ago, so we won't be feeding this one. But I named her Chocolate, but of course ever since she molted she's turned more of a black color. She looked more like chocolate before she molted, but she's beautiful. Right now she almost resembles the Vagans. But I'm sorry, sweetie, we can't feed you today. You're not hardened up yet. So we'll have to wait till next time. But she's doing really well and has gotten significantly larger. So I think with one more molt, this one will have to be transferred to a larger enclosure for sure. But for now, this one will work. It's a big enough size right now. She's another good eater, being an Acanthoscurria. Alright, on to the next tea. These next few teas are likely just going to be updates because they're either in pre-molt or they just likely won't eat on camera. But this is the Nandu Carapenensis, and this one is in pre-molt. So we won't be feeding this one. But doing really well, as you can see. Alright, next. This is where my Phonopalma chalcodes is. Right there. So I'm just going to slip a little baby mealworm in there and it can eat it at its leisure. But yeah, this one likes to stay buried. But doing really well. Alright. Here's where my Vicularia is. Right in there. She's doing really well. I'm not so sure she's going to eat, but we'll give it a shot. Let's see. So what I'm just going to do is just leave it in here, and I'm not going to actually put it in the tube web in case this one is going to be in pre-molt and I don't want to disturb the tube web. So I'm just going to leave the cricket in there and it can get it whenever it wants to. But sorry we don't get to see her very well, but I'd have to destroy the tube web to see her, and I don't want to do that. So, but yep, doing real well there. Alright, next. Here's my Nonduchromatus named Fruitcake. Let's see if Fruitcake would like some crickets today. Of course. Yeah, there you go. I knew you'd be hungry. About time we have a tea that eats, huh? Had some good ones there for a while and then some duds after that. And here we are. I knew you wouldn't let me down. She's definitely one of my favorites. Well, thanks for coming out for a visit. Yeah. Alright, on to the next tea. And here's my Brachypalma bomi. As you can see, it flicks hairs quite often, but that's a typical bomi for you. Let's see if the bomi would like a cricket. Oh yeah. Very good. Hadn't eaten in a while and finally decided to eat. For the longest time I thought it was in pre-molt, but now I don't think so because the abdomen's not even that dark. After it kicked all the hairs off, you could see that it's not dark after all. But the legs are still a little bit faded. But maybe it will be entering pre-molt soon. But it took the cricket down, so that's good. I was surprised we got an attack there. This one had been in fasting. Alright, next. And here's my very young Brachypalma smithy. And let's see. I'm going to give this one a very tiny mealworm. Looks big on camera, but it's actually quite small. Let's see. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use this one instead. That one's smaller. He got it. Well, kinda. Oh, we'll leave it in there. He'll get it later. Alright. Here's my Grammostola rosea, doing real well. My Grammostola pulchripes is somewhere in here. I sifted through the top portion of the dirt and did not see the little bitty sling. So it's a little disconcerting that I can't find the sling in there. There's no way it would have escaped. But my guess is that it's buried even deeper in the substrate, and I don't want to disturb the enclosure more than I already have. So we're just going to leave that one alone, and I gave it some water and just let it be for now, and I'll check on it later. But as for the Rosea, she's doing really well. As you can see, she's my little sweetie. I'm going to offer her a cricket. Not so sure she's going to eat it, but it'll be worth a shot anyway. If I could get one. It's usually what she does when she's not interested. She just kind of rears up like that. Whoop. So, I know her body language pretty well. And this cricket's being annoying. Trying to take it back home. There we go. But, yep. She's doing just fine. Yeah. She's my baby. My very first tea. Thought there was a beetle in there, but I guess not. Alright, girly. Well, I guess this will end our feeding video, and I'm sorry we had some boring places, but at least the first part was a little more interesting. So the others were just merely an update from what little we could see of them. But hopefully I'll be able to find my Grammostola pulchripes at some point. Hopefully it's just buried deep in there, maybe molting, who knows. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks.